I'm gonna give you a couple of situations and you tell me what they all have in common. Reed Richards of the Fantastic Four initiates and is the architect behind one of the biggest things that divides the entirety of the superhuman community when he drafts up, essentially, the Superhuman Registration Act, causing the Civil War. Joel, in trying to protect Ellie, ends up wiping out an entire fucking community, but in doing so endangers majority of humanity because now there's no cure for the cordyceps fungal virus. Kratos, in the first half of the God of War saga, absolutely obliterates the entire Olympian pantheon of gods and ends up undoing majority of society, civilization, and human expansion up until that point. And in no particular situation, this guy on my shirt,
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye,
who is constantly saving people and tries to have good intentions, sometimes leads to his own downfall in the end. What do all of these situations have in common? Just because you have good intentions, it does not mean that the impact that follows is somehow outweighed by what you thought was a good idea.
And remember, no prisoners.
And this is a reoccurring issue that I find myself having to deal with on a daily basis, whether it's the people that I interact with or my own autistic self. The argument that somebody's intentions should outweigh their impact that they left on you is a bit stupid in my opinion, even though I myself have found myself on the other end of the argument. Often at times, because I think that I know what's best in a situation, I will stick with that and run with that. It leads to way bigger issues in the end because I'm not willing to take a step back and be like, okay, I meant well, but what actually followed because of my action? And this is something that I'm dealing with currently with a multitude of people. And if some of those people see this, hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. Just because you mean well, that does not outweigh what actually happened. And if you actively choose to not address how you made somebody feel due to your actions and intentions, you've kind of made the problem 10 times bigger than it ever needed to be. Let's say, for instance, I say something that hurts your feelings. However, what I was trying to do was be direct and get to the point of what I was trying to say. I assumed you needed that directness. I assumed you could take it. And I assumed that what I was doing was right. Whole lot of assuming going on. And we all know the beautiful phrase of never assume because it makes an ass out of you and me. Moving on. I assumed all of those things and it did not go the way that I planned. My good intentions are out the window. Great. We've addressed that. Now I need to take that same energy I put into curating all those assumptions into making things right because I was wrong. And if I actively choose to not do that, if I actively choose to not remedy the situation, I am the problem. There's no other way about it. You can mean well all day, but if what you did fucks up a person so much that it outweighs those intentions, you need to reevaluate your approach. Hell, you need to reevaluate yourself. And if you're not willing to do that, you were never trying to help them in the first place. But hey, what the fuck do I know? I only deal with this shit every other fucking day.